Hey everyone, this is Yellow Skies Gaming After Dark, coming to you, playing a bit of the game called Niche. And this game has been out for a while, but I just recently got acquainted with it, and I'm having such a good time with it. I thought I'd start, just as a little. You get two little guys to start with here, and the object is to go ahead and breed them to have certain characteristics to live longer. Basically, it's survival of the fittest type of a thing. And they're really cute little creatures, and I really like them. And I was thinking, oh, this'll, I'll be here for a couple of minutes and I'll try this out. Well, yeah, about an hour later. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and resume this. And as you can see, some of my guys have already died, and I like the way they look at you when you pour your little cursor over. This game is still, as you can see, in early access, and I got this game on Steam, and you can use your mouse with it, or you can use your keyboard. I like how that they updated it. It used to be that after every day you had to push the space bar on your keyboard to make the day go into the next day. And I'll explain a little bit further as that goes. But now I see that they've added the little button down here in the corner. It's like, thank you, Lord. Because I'm sorry to admit this, I am so flippin' lazy. At any rate, so here are my little guys and girls and so forth, my little creatures. And this one has recently come from the bushland down here. And so I invited is it he or she? I invited her into our little clan, and I gave her 5 pieces of food, which I had collected, my little guys had collected here. Basically what happens is every day you get each one of these creatures will get a certain amount of turns, so to speak, or choices to either move, or at this point, like this, I can go ahead and collect berries from the tree. And as you can see, they all collect up here. And the cool thing is occasionally, like somebody like this will come in, and you can offer them money to be, or money, I mean, their thing of money is food. You can offer them a certain amount of food to be in your tribe, and if they have really good characteristics down here, this one doesn't, but she's pretty. Look at her. Yay. She got blue eyes. She's pretty. If they have characteristics down here in this particular section for collecting, and I know like this one has 4, that means that anything that kind of comes up, when they get next to these little bushes, they can go ahead and collect whatever that number is. And especially if you have a large group like these, I know, yeah, keep looking at my arrow. There you go. It's very helpful. And especially, and this is the strength. One of the things that does happen is you get these little marauding carnivores that want to eat our little creatures here, and they will come out from the little brush back there, and you can move your guys in place to destroy the little marauder. So the higher the strength they have, the better it is for you. Well, for them, I should say. And of course, the better it is for us because we can keep playing. So down here in the corner, it tells us the gender of each of these creatures, and they all have different characteristics. This one right here is kind of one of my favorites. It has little ram horns, and apparently is a swimmer. It has pretty good collecting ability and strength. Can crack like nuts, acorns, and so forth like that it may find around. Can fish. And it can move 3 spaces. That's its speed. It has a high fertility rate, and its eyesight's okay. Hearing pretty good. Smells pretty good. Well, is able to smell pretty good. Defense 1, and has 1 stealth. Now I think this is an update because I'm really not familiar with this trait. Cold resistance is a 4. Well, we're kind of in the middle of what looks like I won't say a desert island, or a tropical island, I guess I should say. Over here on the side, this is the different viewpoints. This will tell us what creatures are kind of around, I guess. Normally, if there were anything around, like little moles pop out of the holes and so forth, and they can kill them and use them for food. Normally, that would show up, like you'd see the little green spaces. Like here's one right here. So there's a mole right there. As soon as this guy leaves the little nest here, that mole's going to hop up, and then somebody can go get him. Here are things that they can smell, like berries and so forth, and apparently each other. Because I'm looking here and I'm seeing that somebody can smell this one. Apparently he. Wait a minute, is it she? She smells good to someone. To apparently the little boys. Apparently she smells good. Yeah, okay, whatever. So that is your normal view. And so at this point, this one still has turns left because its head is still moving around and it's following me, thinking, what are we going to do next? So I can either, I have a choice to mate with this little lady right here. My little boy has a choice to mate with her. And this is where you want to kind of look at the characteristics down here, so you can see whether or not you think that would be an okay choice. Because some of these, like I have one of them here, I think that they're blind, and that's kind of something you want to, it's not going to help you out much in this situation. And there are ones that they have, some of them have characteristics, they have fangs, venomous fangs, and that helps you out a lot in your defense. When the little marauders come around, and I guess all my fanged people have kind of bit the dust. Oh man, that kind of stinks. Oh well, what are you gonna do? At any rate, as you can see, this one is 7 days old, and he has 13 days left to live. So he might as well party it up. This one she has 3 days left to live, so I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, she's got 3 days left to live. I'll go there. And it's cute when they mate, they purr. Cuties. And you have to be right next to like a little berry bush to collect, and I'm not seeing that. I've got a lot of here's somebody over here. Hi, buddy. Darn. Well, fart. Well, it looks like everybody here is done for the day, and when none of them are moving their heads anymore, that means it's time for us to do another day. Apparently they've all got colds, because one got a cold and then they got next to the other ones, and you know how that goes. Hi people, how are you? Oh, can we not get any berries? Oh, we need berries. Come on. Come on, bud. Need some berries here, buddy. Oh, we have to cut down, in order to see who's back here, sometimes you gotta cut down the brush, and it keeps the little marauders away. And they're not really little, they're pretty much bullies. But it does keep them at bay. Oh, here's somebody who can collect something. Good for you, buddy. I knew we could count on you. Yes, if it weren't for you, we wouldn't eat. What is this? Doggone it. No, I don't want to do this. Can I? Yeah, you collect that. That's cool. I like this one especially because it has stripes. At any rate, yeah, I know I don't ask for much, but that being said, let's see what we can do here. At any rate, this kind of keeps going on, and basically until your clan either dies out, or you decide to start another game. Or I have played this for a few minutes, and of course I died really early on. My whole tribe died, clan, tribe, group. my group died, and I got, before that happened, I got down to like one of these little guys, and I was like, well, what am I going to do now? Do I just hang out till they die or what? Well, sometimes that, like, I guess, like I said, somebody will come into the group, like they'll kind of throw in somebody, and you can have that person join your group. When I say person, I mean animal, you know. It's really cool though. A really cool game. I'm enjoying it a whole lot, and it does require a bit of strategy. And it's kind of one of those games. That I was thinking, yeah, I kind of have an interest in genetics, and I was around for the advent of the Creatures game back in the '90s, which I loved. So when I saw this, I really was excited about it. And it's not as genetic based necessarily as some other things. It does offer a really good entertainment value. It's got a really cool soundtrack, and you can relax with it. And what I like about it, since I'm kind of new to PC gaming, I'm not much of a keyboard person. It kind of confuses me because I'm used to the consoles. At any rate, it does allow you to use your mouse, and I really like that. And it's an easygoing game, and I highly suggest it if you get a chance. Go on Steam, and that's where I got this. As it was on Steam, I purchased it, and it is early access, so you're still getting the updates and so forth every time they come out. And it's really cool, and you know, it's just one of those games you just kick back, relax, and hey, see how big you can make your group. See how many different characteristics that you can come up with. Here we have a family tree. It tells us all the ones that are gone. I mean, so I've been at this for a little while. But that, and I understand that, I believe that you can actually name the little people here, creatures, that you don't have to go by the names what they're named, which is good because I can never pronounce any of them. There's some longer names, and I would come up with other names, but that's just me, you know. That being said, I would highly recommend it. I think it's a really cool game, and what can I say? I highly recommend this game. That being said, have a good evening. Thank you so much for joining me, and if you like this video, don't forget to caress the like button with love. Thank you. This is Yellow Sky. Good evening.